We do have a lot of questions, so we are going to start immediately with my dear guest live here in the studio, Mr. Said Ali Taha, our tourism expert. A very good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Well, we heard recently that an Italian newspaper spoke about Marsa Alam in specific as heaven on earth, or the Egyptian Maldives, and invited all people from all over the world to visit this place. Let's focus on this place, and first its geographic location, weather, nature, everything.
Actually, Marsa Alam, one of the best beaches site here in Egypt, especially it's still considered as a virgin place where you can practice diving or snorkeling, and the beaches is very easy to be reached. Actually, after the paved roads, I mean, you can get it from Hurghada further south on the coast of the Red Sea, and there is another road taking you from the Nile Valley from Edfu to Marsa Alam, and it's not that long way from Edfu, almost 200 kilometers, a couple of hours or a bit more. And in your way from Edfu to Marsa Alam, you can enjoy a very, natural places. There is a place between Edfu and Marsa Alam where they used to hunt gazelles or deers.
Wow.
And, yeah, once in my lifetime, just once.
Is it a protected area there?
It is. It is a protected area, a protectorate, and also Marsa Alam itself. There are some main places considered to be as a national park and national protectorate, especially that place where the dolphins appears. It's almost the unique place in the Red Sea where you can see dolphins. And turtles as well. Yeah. There is a sunken ship. Nowadays it's considered to be like a refuge for those fishes, and actually you can see also the moral fish and also the rai fish there. It's very, very
beautiful, but dangerous?
No, not that dangerous.
Okay, great.
It's easy for even those amateurs. I mean, you not need to be a practical or
a professional diver.
A professional diver. If you are amateur, you can do it as well. And with the snorkeling.
But for example, sir, why Marsa Alam is different than Hurghada or Sharm el-Sheikh? Because even this Italian newspaper itself said that underwater, it's another world there. It's paradise on earth, not on earth, underwater.
Let's say that the Italians used to be pioneers. They started the tourism in the 17th of the last century in Fayoum area. As a protectorate. They used to hunt ducks and goose nearby Karun.
And I think there was an expedition also in Wadi Hitan.
Exactly.
In the Wales Valley.
Yeah. And then they moved from there to Sharm el-Sheikh. The Italian started the tourism in Sharm el-Sheikh. And when Sharm el-Sheikh became a very crowded area and a lot of different nationalities visited there, they left Sharm el-Sheikh and they get far away to the south to Safaga first, and then from Safaga to Marsa Alam. Let's say they started tourism in mid of 90s of the last century. That was started by the Italian tourists, and it became very fashionable. Nowadays you can find Italian tourists in further to the northern coast in a place we call it, of course, Marsa Matruh, and also in Siwa, and they used to come charter flights from Italy to Marsa Matruh directly.
Yes.
And after that they can arrange a trip to Cairo, a quick trip, I mean, for a couple of days to see the sightseeing here in Cairo and nearby in Giza. And from Marsa Alam, by the way, you can have another, activities.
Safari, for example?
Safari, especially in what we call it the Camels Valley. This is very, very, very nice area there, and they used to do
this was my common question regarding the other activities which I can do there rather than snorkeling and diving.
Yeah, you can have a bus to the Nile Valley. I mean, a trip, and then from Edfu you go to Aswan to start a Nile cruise up to Luxor, and then from Luxor to Safaga, and then from Safaga to by bus to Marsa Alam, or vice versa.
How many days should I dedicate to this trip just to enjoy every single thing which I can do there, whether via just watching and enjoying nature or practicing safari, diving, snorkeling, any other thing, any water game, I mean?
Yeah. If you want to join the culture tourism with the leisure tourism and diving tourism, at least 1 week.
At least.
At least. So because you need at least a night in Aswan to visit Aswan, and then Edfu, and then Kumumbu, or first Kumumbu and then Edfu, and then back away. And then another night to be in Luxor, because if you travel from Marsa Alam to Luxor, you need more than, about 6 hours trip by bus. And you need to pass a night in Luxor.
Yeah.
So let's say we will dedicate 3 days for the cultural tourism and 4 days for the sea activities tourism. I mean, if you like to dive or if you like to practice snorkeling. And nowadays they arranged what we call it the glass boat, where you can see the corals and the colored fishes through a glass in the bottom of the boat. We call it like that, glass boat.
Already the water is crystal clear there.
It is. I have seen some photos. It's less. That word, that expression that they use doesn't show exactly or doesn't describe exactly how is crystal water there. We have different places in Marsa Alam, like that place we call it Samadei beach, where that sunken boat, and where you can see the dolphins and the turtles. And also we have another place, we call it the Kalaan beach. Also, we have a kind of trees grows on the salt water, like that type of mangrove trees. We have it there as well. And don't be surprised if I tell you that they practice what we call it camel racing in this area, especially in the Camel's Valley. The famous one in Sharqiya, of course. Higgin, yeah. In Sharqiya, they do it annually. But there is another one, not that famous as the one in Sharqiya, because the one in Sharqiya, there are also a lot of Arabs. They participate in this camel racing, especially from Emirates and Saudi Arabia.
It moved to Alamein this year.
Yeah, this year it will be.
But Sharqiya is very much famous for camels and horses.
Yeah. Of course, if you're looking for, some camels, it gets up to millions.
Yes.
Very expensive. And also
original
horses
breeds,
and they have a story. You can see this camel derived from such a camel, and then you can count 10 generations of the camels. They have like a family tree.
Yep.
It's very nice. Actually, there is another place nearby to Marsa Alam. It's called Wadi Alba. Wadi Alba, where you can find a kind of safari. You see the natural trees and the natural animals, and some people still live in a primitive way. Movable houses, tents.
Bedouins?
Bedouins, yeah. But it's not similar to those Bedouins in Sinai or in
Marsa
Siwa
Matruh.
or Marsa Matruh. That kind of, they call them Bishariya.
Bishariya.
Yeah.
They even have their own language.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They have a very, not that written language, it's a spoken language.
Like Nubian.
Yeah. And it's very nice when you go there.
We are very rich. Egypt is very rich.
Yeah, they have a different diversity in all the cultures, not only monuments and antiquities. We have the natural life, we have the beaches, we have the geological historical sites as well.
Sure.
As you have mentioned, Wadi Hitan in Fayoum. When I been there for the first time, I saw that 15 meters length of fossils and still conserve as it is being lived a week ago. You can find another fossils there as well.
When the whale
So
was
this was-
walking on Earth,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
it had legs and feet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a mammal, and it was not then 2 million years ago?
40.
40 million?
40
40 million
Yeah,
years?
Yeah.
As I said, we should be that proud of being Egyptians with all our sites
we
and,
are, but we
and,
need
and
a bit
areas.
of organization. That we need to do some advertising and promotion and organization. To,
Propaganda.
Yeah.
But tell you what, I am going to go to visit Marsa Alam after this interview because I'm really eager just to watch this crystal clear water and the paradise underneath.
You will like it there.
Inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah.
Mr. Said Ali Taha, our tourism expert, thank you very much for your input,
welcome.
sir. Have a very good day.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
And by this, we come to the end of this episode of our breakfast show. Stay tuned on Nile TV International always for more updates. And for more details, please log on to www.nileinternational.net. Tomorrow is another episode and another crew. Stay tuned only on our channel. This was Nirmina Abdurrahman.